Bueno, vamos a dar paso a Ana Codemo. Ana Codemo, it's your turn. Ella es investigadora postdoctoral en el Departamento de Ingeniería Civil, Ambiental y Mecánica de la Universidad de Trento. Posee un doctorado en Arquitectura, Paisaje y Planificación con una tesis sobre territorios regenerativos del 2023. Ha sido asistente en docencia en los talleres de diseño del curso de Ingeniería Arquitectónica 2023, 2021 y 2020 en la Universidad de Trento, donde se graduó en 2017, y su investigación principal se centra en la integración paisajística de paisajes de energía renovable con un interés específico en las plantas solares y la adaptación climática mediante soluciones basadas en la naturaleza para mejorar entornos térmicos exteriores. Forma parte de proyectos de investigación internacional y nacional como Cost Urban Forestry, ARB y PERS. Ana, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the invitation, Carolina, Mariana, and also Maria Jose. So today I will present briefly the PEARLS project and also some experiences in the field that I've done during this project. First of all, I would like to introduce the topic of the PEARLS project. So we know that we need to decarbonize the system, and that to do that we also need to implement renewable energy sources in order to achieve the European goals of carbon neutrality. But we also know that using renewable energy sources will change the landscape. So we will have landscape transformations in the places where we live, where we work, where we spend our free time. And these landscapes, of course, these changes will affect our perception of the landscape, as also in the presentation before it was pretty well said. Landscape is how the physical space is perceived by people. So some people can perceive these landscape changes in a positive way, but some other people can have a negative perception of the landscape changes due to renewable energy sources. And this can be somehow managed or controlled in several ways. We can see, for example, that there are cases of renewable energy implementation where there is missing management, care of the landscape. Some other contexts and projects in which the context is taken into account. So the projects are designed in a way that it's in harmony with the context. But also we can see that there are several cases of local oppositions due to the implementation of renewable energy sources more and more. So it's also, besides the management and the planning, it's also important to involve the citizen, engage them in this transition process. So these are the main topics of the PEARLS project, which deals with planning and engagement of citizens for the implementation of renewable energy landscapes. If I understood correctly, it's the same type of project of the presentation before. It's a Horizon project, RISE. So it's also based on research and innovation staff exchange, which means it's based on exchanges between academic people and non-academic people, so people coming from companies, and it's already finished. It lasted 5 years, and it was from 2018 and 2023. So it was also during COVID time, in which implementing the secondments and these staff exchanges was challenged. So there are two main topics for the PEARLS project, the spatial planning and the social engagement. And these are addressed by several case studies through different renewable energy types. I think mainly solar and wind energy, but in our university, I think we only were dealing with the solar energy, photovoltaic power plants. And of course, the main topic is energy landscape. So how the landscape in which renewable energy sources are implemented is perceived, can be, and how it can be managed and developed. The partners of the project come all from Mediterranean countries, so we have partners in Portugal, also Ana Delicado, I think, is here. And we have the University of Sevilla, the Huelva in Spain. Then we have the University of Trento in Italy, and University of Thessaloniki in Greece. And then these are the academic partners. And then we also have in each country non-academic partners. And there's also, I forgot to mention that there's also Israel. The main aims and objectives of the project, since the nature of the project, since it is a RISE project, the main aim is to develop secondments. So these staff exchanges, mainly for early stage researchers, but also for experienced researchers. And these staff exchanges are between academic and non-academic institutes. Then a second aim is to share and integrate multidisciplinary knowledge about renewable energy landscapes. In fact, all the partners come from different disciplines, different university departments. So the idea is to share and to inform different types of sectors, different processes, and tools related to spatial planning and social innovation. The third aim is to investigate and compare data, approaches, and processes for the implementation of renewable energy sources in order to try to establish a common knowledge, so to produce key terms and also to have follow-up questionnaires in order to transfer the knowledge and make sure that there's a common understanding on the topics. And of course, the fourth aim is to communicate, disseminate the results by training activities, dissemination and communication of the project in this international but also intersectoral network. So it's important to use different ways to communicate the scientific results. The project is developed into 6 work packages. We have the 1 and the 6 that are more transversal, related to project management and platform of communication, and then four work packages that are mainly developed through the secondments, so through the staff exchanges. Regarding the interaction platform, this workshop, this work package aims to communicate and to share the results. These have been done through the project website that you can also check. Then in the website, there's also an online atlas with a collection of relevant case studies for the implementation of renewable energy landscapes. We have a report on the follow-up questionnaire to experts on the renewable energy sector in all the countries involved, and then the plenary forum at the end of the project to share the results and conclude the project. The second work package is related to policies and practices for the implementation of the renewable energy landscapes. So it examines the policies, land use planning practices that are already available in the different countries, and to analyze the existing processes in terms of environmental impact assessment and also public participation. The third work package was on social behavior to renewable energies. So the aim was to identify different key groups and patterns of behaviors in order to understand and determine barriers and factors that prevent commitment to the implementation of renewable energies, and also to examine strategies of the consumers in order to try to improve awareness and consciousness of the different key actors. Work package 4 was on spatial planning and analysis for the implementation of the renewable energies, and this was the work package in which I worked mostly. So it's also where I feel that I can give you a feedback more than the others. And the main objectives of this package was to basically provide processes and tools for decision making in order to define suitable or unsuitable locations for the implementation of the different renewable energy sources. So by means of spatial planning and analysis tools. And this was not made only by land use, but also by incorporating the opinion of the citizens through different ways of public participation involvement. And also you can find the results on the platform that is available on the website, where we have a summary of all. It's an interactive platform in which there's a summary of all the case studies, and there are different types of thematic maps and also results of the interviews. Work package 5 was related on social innovation and public engagement. Here, the main aim was to identify different types of practices for public engagement, and also to promote these methodologies by doing training courses. And finally, work package 6 was related to the project management. And of course, all these work packages were informing each other, so it was useful to have exchanges and to adopt methodologies derived from the other work packages. So as I said, the main aim of the project was to develop secondments, which were these staff exchanges that last minimum 1 month between academic and non-academic field companies. The main aim of these secondments was to share and increase the knowledge of the early career researchers, but also from experienced researchers, and also to try to share knowledge between different disciplines and between different countries. I had the chance to develop 3 secondments during the project. I was for a couple of months in Sevilla by Territoria and by Claner, in which I worked on the case study in Arcos de la Frontera in Andalusia. And then I was also 2 months in Greece at Consortis Geospatial, in which I worked on a case study in the region of Central Macedonia. And these secondments that I've done were also linked to, other secondments from other countries, because we were often doing the same case study in order to deal with different topics, but also they were linked with the secondments that have been developed by my colleagues at the University of Trento. So we were trying to experiment the same cases, to work either on the same case study or to try to experiment different methods of, for example, public participation, in order to be able to make comparisons comparisons between different methodologies. Quickly, I will present the main results of the secondments that have been developed. The main idea is that renewable energy landscapes do not have only energy dimension, but they also have an environmental, a landscape, and a socio-economic dimension. And it's important to keep in consideration this for their implementation by means of spatial planning tools, design tools, and citizen engagement methodologies. So I worked on the case study of Arcos de la Frontera in Andalusia, and here I tried to collect different types of methods to design solar power plants in order to make it multifunctional and also landscape integrated. So by different tools, for example, making crossable by studying how the fence or the density of the panel can be designed. Then another aspect was the citizen engagement. Here in this case study, I experimented the visual Q methodology in which I asked to the citizens to give me a feedback on different types of renewable solar photovoltaic plants on both on roofs but also on ground in different types of land use, but also with different levels of integration. And with this with this methodology, I could define factors which are different points of view by the citizens in order to understand the main patterns of opinion of the citizens of this municipality. And finally, as a spatial planning tool, I was collecting georeferenced data in order to define the most suitable areas for photovoltaic plants. For this, I was collecting, of course, energy efficiency and technical factors like irradiation, exposure, air temperature, then environmental factors related more to ecological corridors and protected areas, cultural factors that are related to cultural and natural landscape, then also different levels of visibility of the surface of the municipality, and different levels of sensitivity of these areas by doing interviews both with the citizens and also with the experts. And by combining all these different levels of knowledge, I could define different degrees of suitability of the areas of the municipality for the implementation of photovoltaic. So there were preferred areas, sensitive areas, or areas that are excluded from photovoltaic installation. And through all these secondments, I was also able to make a publication with the different, including, of course, the host of my secondments. And this was an important result for my PhD. That's it. I thank you very much for your attention. And of course, I'm available for any question.